Welcome to Life Pebbles. Learn about yourself and others. Wealth is not just about the money you have in your bank account right now. It's about potential, discipline, and a certain mindset. Recognizing the signs of future wealth in a man who hasn't achieved much yet can be tricky, but not impossible. There are key indicators to look out for that suggest a man is on the path to riches. And it's not about flashy cars or designer clothes. Let's explore 10 signs that a man will be rich, even if he hasn't achieved much yet. Number 1, he is a consistent learner. There is a common thread among the successful and wealthy. They never stop learning. This isn't about formal education or collecting degrees. It's about a constant curiosity, a desire to know more and do better. A man who is always seeking knowledge, who is perpetually curious and self-educating, is one who understands that success comes from growth. And growth often comes from learning. So if you notice a man who consistently invests time in learning new skills, exploring different fields, or improving his knowledge base, it's a good sign. This continuous learner might not be wealthy now, but this habit of perpetual learning often leads to wealth accumulation in the long run. It's not just about the money he has now, it's about the mindset he cultivates. And a learning mindset is often a wealthy one. Number 2, he's not afraid to take calculated risks. Let me tell you about a friend of mine. John has always been the type to calculate risk versus reward and then take the plunge. He started his first business at the age of 22. It was a small online store selling handmade goods. He didn't have much money, but he had a clear vision and a willingness to put himself out there. John knew the risk was high. He could lose his investment and his business could fail. But he also knew that the reward, if successful, would be worth it. Fast forward, a few years later, John's small online store has grown into a successful e-commerce business. His calculated risk paid off. This is not to say that taking risks will always lead to success, but the willingness to take calculated risks is often a sign of future wealth. A man who isn't afraid of taking risks, who understands that failure is a part of the journey to success, is one who could potentially be rich in the future. Number 3, he surrounds himself with successful people. Success often breeds success. It's not a coincidence that many wealthy individuals tend to have a network of successful, ambitious people around them. This is because being around success can influence our own behaviors, attitudes, and achievements. Having high-achieving friends can boost your own achievement. A man who intentionally surrounds himself with successful people is likely absorbing their habits, their mindset, and their drive. This exposure can significantly impact his own path to success and wealth. Number 4, he sets clear, achievable goals. The road to wealth is rarely a straight line. It's a journey filled with twists, turns, and plenty of obstacles. But those who end up wealthy often have one thing in common. They set clear, achievable goals. A man who knows where he wants to go and has a roadmap to get there is one who is likely to achieve future wealth. He doesn't just dream about success or wealth. He plans for it. He sets short-term and long-term goals, each one a stepping stone on the path to financial success. He is not just hoping to be rich someday. He is actively working towards it. Number 5, he is disciplined with his finances. Wealth is not just about making money, it's about keeping it, and that requires a certain level of financial discipline. A man who is careful with his spending, who saves and invests wisely, is one who understands the value of money. He doesn't see money as something to be squandered, but as a tool to build wealth. He might not have a lot now, but his habits speak volumes about his potential for future wealth. Number 6, he values relationships over material possessions. There's a common misconception that wealth is all about material possessions. But the truly wealthy understand that relationships are far more valuable. I've met many successful individuals in my life, and the ones who stand out are those who prioritize people over things. They understand that wealth isn't just about what you have, but who you have in your life. A man who values relationships, who invests time and energy into nurturing them, is one who possesses a wealth of the heart. And this often translates into financial wealth as well. Number 7, he is not afraid of failure. Failure can be a tough pill to swallow, but it's often in the face of failure that we learn our most valuable lessons. I remember when I started my first business. I was young, ambitious, and wildly naive. The business didn't succeed, and I found myself facing a massive failure. But instead of letting it destroy me, I used it as a learning experience. I took note of my mistakes, learned from them, and moved forward. A man who is not afraid of failure, who sees it as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback, is one who is on the path to wealth. Number 8, he's generous. It might seem odd to associate generosity with wealth. After all, isn't the goal to accumulate, not give away? But the truly wealthy understand the value of giving back. A man who is generous, who understands that wealth is not just about accumulating for oneself, but also about helping others, is one who possesses a rich mindset. He is likely to be the kind of person who uses his wealth wisely and responsibly in the future. Number 9, he is proactive. Wealth rarely comes to those who wait for it. Most of the time, it's earned by those who go out and actively seek opportunities. A man who is proactive, who takes initiative and creates opportunities for himself, is one who is likely to accumulate wealth in the future. He doesn't wait for things to happen. He makes them happen. He doesn't rely on luck. He creates his own. Number 10, he has a positive mindset. Above all, the most critical sign of future wealth is a positive mindset. Wealth is not just about money. It's about believing in your ability to create a prosperous life. A man who maintains a positive outlook, who believes in his potential and sees opportunities where others see obstacles, is one who is likely to be rich in the future. His mindset sets the foundation for his actions, his habits, and ultimately, his wealth. If you meet a man with an unwaveringly positive mindset, take note. This could be the most significant sign of his future wealth.